December of 2025. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. I'm also being guided to let y'all know that if you do in fact send me a donation, let me know in the comment section below, or let me know as soon as the video is finished, as the live stream's finished, because I haven't been receiving donations for the last few days. If y'all tried to send me some, I have reported this activity to the FBI a while back due to my donations being tampered with, my YouTube channel being tampered with. So I will let that be known to my genuine supporters and subscribers. So hopefully they could correct the errors and fix that for me. But anyways, getting back to the message, this will not resonate with everybody. There is a disclaimer in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started with the read. I'm not going to dwell on the negativity because that right there, all it does is lower your vibration. Have faith in the universe and have faith in your angels that they can provide you with protection. So what do we have for the current energy? What do we have for the current energy for December of 2025? This will not be a blank screen throughout the whole read. All right, so the current energy for today is the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so there's a shift taking place. There's something very significant about a shift taking place. It's going to bring a lot of balance back and harmony. King of Pentacles reverse, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups reverse, the Emperor reverse. Okay, so this is giving me the vibes of something that may be going on a spiritual level. This is giving off the heavy indication of something spiritual that is happening with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance card, especially with this the first card of the reading, and then you have the underlying energy, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is why a shift is taking place, or if this is connected to an external situation due to someone relentlessly trying to control the situation, then this right here is going to be able to release this out of your energy to where balance could be restored. Three of Wands, the Moon, the Four of Wands. Maybe some of you may have covert protection on you due to a lot of individuals being in fear and being scared. That's kind of the vibe. Yeah, exactly. Eight of Swords and a Moon card. So some of you may have covert protection on you because you may have some. Look like to me, bro, that could be a powerful person somewhere as it's in the Eight of Swords and a Moon card energy. And it's on a rare occasion that this can happen to them. But this is something about destiny with the Wheel of Fortune energy. Seven of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit reverse, and the World card. Some of these individuals could have had a dream pertaining to these individuals possibly being locked up. And there's something that still keeps on trying to occur to where someone may be trying to hold you back or trying to withhold financial, something about something financial, trying to withhold currency from you. There's something very significant about someone trying to withhold currency from you. Sound like to me this is a group of thieves, but it's people that you at least expect to be stealing currency and to try to withhold someone's currency. This is authority here that's trying to withhold someone's currency and doing something deceptive to them. That's all right. You about to go your ass to prison with the Eight of Swords. Every single last fucking one of y'all that thinks that you gonna sit there and control someone's job and to control their currency, you about to be subjected to the Eight of Swords energy because of doing this to this person up here. You fucking with a public figure. You trying to withhold their currency and steal their money. That's all coming out. You trying to control this individual financially. You ain't got no right to do this to them. The IRS may be investigating you for doing that because you're affecting this individual state and federal tax money. Why am I getting the IRS about to lock these individuals up for possibly having public figures under attack for affecting their state and federal tax? Something about their revenue. This is on an investigation. Judgment reverse. It's gonna have something pertaining to a Scorpio. Don't have to be Cancer energy. Sagittarius, Aries with the major arcanas. Oh, okay. So there's individual being judged critically because of somebody being falsely accused. There's something about some false allegations that was put against an innocent person to possibly have them watched. So if this person was on the watch list because of someone trying to project this deceitful energy on them as if they was doing something underhanded for finances, then this is what's coming back to the IRS. And this is an error. This is not this person doing that. There's authority that's doing that to this individual. That may be why they have this under scrutiny and under investigation. Clarify the judgment reverse. Yeah, Six of Cups. So this may be pertaining to a Scorpio that's innocent. This card keeps showing itself repetitively with someone having their back turned. This could be related to finance, underhanded financial dealings with children. This may be what the IRS is investigating. And it's all going to lead back to these individuals up here that's in reverse that are trying to relentlessly control this individual's freedom and to try to control their currency all at the same time. The Chariot, Cancer energy. Okay, so something's moving forward. They could be investigating a situation involving this individual traveling. And every time they travel, something keeps on being done to them in a deceptive, underhanded manner. So every time they travel or wherever they go, someone's behind the scenes manipulating something financially to broadcast an illusion about them. And if this is anything involving children, bro, this is a serious issue that they're not going to play around with. These individuals will be held accountable. The high priestess, this could have something to do with a Pisces. Don't have to be. The high priestess card is all about mystery, intuition, inner knowing. This can also be the card of a reader, someone that's an oracle reader, a divination person that is very skilled and talented at doing that. And someone keeps lying on them in regards to the children with the Page of Pentacle reverse. Someone keeps doing something underhanded to this reader, or if this is a divination person, someone keeps on doing something underhanded to them involving financial matters with the Page of Pentacle reverse. They could be trying to manipulate something with finances with children, but it's these individuals that are doing that. There could be several divination people that may be under attack, believe it or not, that the IRS is conducting an investigation on because this is affecting their revenue. Therefore, it's going to affect their state and federal taxes. You know how when they got the taxes that all come back, it adds up, and you get somebody to do your taxes for you, and you have to pay that. That's going to be your state and federal taxes. There's something about revenue. These individuals could be affecting this individual's revenue and doing something underhanded to embezzle currency from the business of what this individual is running on a public platform. There's something very significant about embezzlement of currency, but also withholding and stealing currency. There's some wire fraud and embezzlement that's coming off this Four of Pentacles energy right there. Strength card reverse, Leo energy. So yeah, these individuals are trying to bully this individual financially. But the success that these people think that they have at doing this to this person is quickly going to lead them into the Five of Pentacles, being fired and subjected to prison time. They're going to be serving time. They're going to be serving some Fed time. They're caught. Seven of Swords reverses. I'm saying that. So they're caught for this money situation. These people are delusional. This is an authority figure that's behind the scenes doing this to this innocent person. They're delusional to think that they're going to keep on getting a victory off of doing this. They think that they're protected, but they're really not. They're leading themselves straight to the Five of Pentacles energy, being fired for financial fraud, embezzlement, wire fraud, and will go to prison for that. You just wait, you motherfucker. You keep doing this shit to people. Ten of Wands. You're affecting this individual's state federal tax money. You stupid motherfucker. You're going to be removed out these individuals' energy. I promise you that. The devil reverse, Capricorn energy. So this is right after the Seven of Swords reverse. The main reason why they're getting caught up is because they got burden of proof to prove that this is being done. And this is going to be able to release this controlling someone that's trying to put financial constraints on you, to trying to have it mimicked as if you have financial constraints. The main reason why you're not receiving the right amount of payments and what you do for your job is because these fuckers keep stealing and keep embezzling money from this person. Empress reverse. I keep getting something very heavy about the IRS investigating that because of someone's identity being used too. The Hierophant, as I'm saying that. So this is a higher up entity that is investigating this. So that would be the IRS entity that's investigating that. Clarify the Hierophant. There's money again, Knight of Pentacle reverse. That's why they're investigating this. Because of something being done to have this individual hurt financially. Like, this is very cruel. Someone's being put in a position of poverty. They're putting this individual in a position of poverty while doing this to them. This is criminal activity that is out of line, out of control. So there's a cycle closing with authority figures going to prison. They don't have much longer. If this is being done to a public influential person with the Six of Wands, and you notice how you're short-handed the currency, and someone keeps on affecting the revenue or what you supposed to be bringing in, the revenue, that's your state federal tax money that goes to the IRS at the beginning of the year of January. You know how when tax season comes around, that's your state federal taxes that's being affected by revenue being embezzled from you. That's all right. These fuckers gonna get it, bro. I'm telling you, they gonna get it. They ain't gotta worry about the FBI. They need to be worried about the IRS and be highly concerned about that entity being all over them because of doing this to you. So why am I getting the IRS's energy coming through very heavily to put a stop to a situation? I want to say they're more powerful than the FBI, way more powerful than them. Why am I getting the Internal Revenue Service of the Criminal Investigations Unit that may be investigating some crooked authority figures for tampering with some public figures' revenue and stealing something about affecting their state federal tax money? The Ace of Cups reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands reverse. Because they're in a lot of regret right now. Some of these agents that may be invested, the Criminal Investigations Unit of the IRS may be in their head and may be very stressed out because they found out that they didn't have anything on this innocent person. And they're finding out that this person has been psychologically tortured and abused. Just that's them right there with the scales. Because if you look at their emblem, they have the scales on it. So they're going to be the main agency possibly serving justice. bringing justice and some balancing financially because they're finding someone, a lot of individuals guilty for financial fraud. This could be connected to a trafficking situation too. Knight of Pentacle reverse again. Okay, so this is the entity that's gonna make something right. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. That way, someone can officially walk away. This is in regards to a public figure that has been being attacked and has made this public figure look very bad to them. But there was a deeper internal investigation that took place, and I'm getting something about identity theft that has been uncovered. Someone was using someone's identity, but at the same time trying to control them financially and doing something very malicious to them when it comes to affecting their revenue, their state and federal taxes. Okay, so they was gonna try to get this person locked up, but they're gonna be set free from that with the Eight of Swords reverse. This may be literally the only entity out there that cares about this person because of their revenue being affected. What they do for their job is legit. This is under evaluation. What this public figure is doing for their job is not against the law. They have every right to practice that. Anybody that's trying to so much go behind them and affect their currency and to do this to them, this right here is gonna get a lot of people in trouble and set this person free from them being subjected to imprisonment. Patient man and the fool card. So the IRS has found out that a public figure has been innocent and they have been held up for no reason and they're not able to move forward due to a lot of fraud being committed in this person's name with their identity. That's why I'm getting their energy because look like to me they're going to be the main ones making something right and fair financially and also legally too to remove these restrictions off of this person. This is cruel what was done to this public figure. Six of Wands could be a celebrity, a public figure that is having to go through this nonsense. Several of them possibly. Okay, so several of public figures could have complained about how they're shorting their currency. And there was an investigation that took place. From the looks of it, this is the main entity that's going to have someone set free. I mean, this could also be connected within the feds too. That could be a federal judge. And you have both of these people working together, both of the entities working together to make something right for someone because of someone that was being victimized of fraud. With the Hermit reverse, they wasn't able to move forward. And what this person does for their job, they don't deserve to have any of this done to them. They don't deserve to have currency stolen from them because this is affecting their state and federal tax money. But the judgment is here with the Ten of Pentacles, along with the Eight of Swords reverse. That means freedom, financial freedom too. There's compensation here. There's heavy compensation. A lot of genuine help coming in too, possibly, to where someone can walk away. This is why they're involved. Because of this person being victimized of financial fraud. If this is anything related to the internet, how this individual generates income, currency, etc., this right here is going to be cyber theft, cyber fraud. This person was a victim of cyber fraud. So that's another reason why this entity may be looking into these matters. But there's something that's no longer looked into. There's actions being taken. And you seen how we seen the Eight of Swords earlier, huh? That's some crooked authority figures being putting that energy for doing this to this public figure. They think they're just gonna sit there and get rich off of stealing from a public figure, affecting their revenue, embezzling currency from this person's business. Yeah, that bullshit's gonna be ending. while the innocent person is set free from going to jail with the aid of sword reverse. Believe it or not, the IRS investigates human trafficking. Yeah, yes, they do. They do, in fact, investigate that because they want to see what's going on because that's related to money. They're going to get down to the bottom of it. They do, in fact, investigate organized crime. That's a criminal investigations unit of the IRS, though. It's called RSCI. This is a highly upsetting situation for these people, too, to be seeing this person being done this way when they're innocent. So they basically know everything of what's been done financially. Some of you could have received a notice in the mail. You could have had a notice coming in the mail, them trying to put a lien on your property, and you could have complained about that. As I say, you already paid your federal taxes or your state taxes, and they could have did a check in the system, and they seen that something is coming back that this is not you. There's a double of you out there. This right here, but let me tell you something. By them sending that notice to your residence, and yet you already paid your taxes, you already paid the federal taxes, there's something here that's coming out to where this is going to be tripled, if not quadruple, on this person that has been doing this to you for a long time. Because I mean, why else would they send you a notice letter to your residence? It's pretty obvious somebody is doing something. There's a double of something. Someone has to be doing something with what you're doing for your job. It's like a double of your job, is what I'm getting. Someone's trying to double that. Sound like to me the IRS has found out that someone was under false investigations with the Hermit reverse. They could be investigating that too. Someone under false investigations due to what these individuals kept on doing to them in order to conduct false investigations. So that right there would be all for color law violations, fabrication. Conducting investigations due to what these individuals are doing in order to generate currency, but yet at the same time do things with this person's business to embezzle the currency from the individual's business and to launder that currency too. There's something about money laundering too. Laundering that currency in a cycle and using some of this currency in a deceptive manner in order to commit fraud in this individual's name. That's another thing I'm channeling. Laundering that currency from the currency being embezzled. Because how you think money laundering occurs? If you really do your research on it, I don't know how many of y'all know about that, but if you do your research, there has to be a way that the money has to be obtained firsthand for it to be laundered. There's something very significant about money laundering. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse would represent that. But this could be a lot of compensation from these individuals laundering money of your business and embezzling all this currency. That's going to be financial compensation for you. That's going to set you free with the Eight of Swords reverse. So whatever these individuals think that they're doing to try to get in the way of you earning currency and earning revenue from what you're doing publicly, that right there is going to be released off of you. You're going to be released from that. This is financial freedom with the Eight of Swords reverse, but you're also going to be set free from being subjected to going to jail or to going to prison because you're not the one behind causing this fraud or committing this fraud. Uh huh. That's the ending of these individuals making money, stealing money, or whatever they're doing with embezzlement off of these public figures. There could just be quite a few of them that this is being done to. So this may be why they're investigating the situation because of you being accused of doing all this, but yet you're not the one that's behind that. There's authority figures that don't want to leave you alone, that don't want to leave your business alone, that keeps on trying to do things to obstruct your currency and your business. I sure hope these fuckers know that they're obstructing your federal and state taxes. They know how stressful this is on you too, is what it looks like. But they're coming in to remove that problem with a ton of wine diverse. There's something being removed off of someone and them being set free to where they could walk away and have a new beginning with the fool card. Because they could be found out that these individuals try to put you in jail several of times. They have been sitting there torturing you and yet been fucking with your business all at the same time. This is both situations on an investigation. Excuse my language, y'all. This is just annoying because I am indeed a Scorpio. This is resonate with me as a Scorpio. Some of you could be a Libra that could have went through this. Aquarius. We have double on Aquarius energy. You could be Aquarius lady. Pisces. So there's just a few people here. Virgo energy. There's a few people here. These are the individuals that's in the public eye. I'm being guided to speak up for the public figure. So there could be an Aquarius feminine that's had to go through this. There's a Virgo, Scorpio, and Pisces, and Libra. Empress reverse. There was an older woman that was behind the scenes that may have been impersonating several of these people's identity. There's impersonation. There's a double here. I keep getting something about a double here. There's a double. This has something to do with several readers being attacked. Pisces, there could also been a Pisces reader that's been under attack financially. And they keep speaking out about this too. They could be filing complaints. They could be putting in complaints to the FBI to tell them that that this platform is under attack. They're under attack financially. Keep on reporting that. Keep on reporting that to your local FBI field office. For some of y'all out there, keep on reporting it. Keep on sending reports repetitively. Don't let these individuals do you dirty like that. You keep on reporting that shit. You don't let somebody obstruct your business like that. You stand up, you be brave, and you report it. If you have an intuitive download, you know who this is that's doing this to you, you give them their names. Don't be afraid of using your gift of nature to give them their names. You can tell them that, hey, this is what you do for your job. They're not going to sit there and judge you for that. Trust me from my experience, because I had to ask one of these agents already in a higher position as to say, hey, is anything of what I'm doing, is that against the law? And they broke it down to details because back in 2023, I was still learning. And they told me what the First Amendment protects me of. This is protected under the First Amendment, which is a right to freedom of religion and belief. Nobody in authority should be bothering you when it comes to what you're doing for your job. So I had that confirmed from a higher up official because I wanted to be sure, you know? And they told me that everything is okay. They should be bothering me. So if these individuals keep on trying to do something wherever you're located at, or this could be over the cyber, over the internet, y'all may be at a bit of a distance because these people are at a bit of a distance. Not everybody's going to live in the same state as other readers or other gifted people. They're going to be different states, but I'm being guided to let you know that if this is what is being done to you, make sure you report that to your local FBI field office and give the names and faces that you may be able to channel intuitively. But collect physical proof and documentation. If you have a gut hunch that you know who is behind this, you report that to them and stay on it, bro. Do not back down one bit. You stay on it. I can't tell anybody what to do. I'm just giving y'all my advice. It's advisable, it's highly advisable that you report this to your local FBI field office. If someone is tampering with your YouTube channel, if you are indeed a psychic reader, a divination person, you have the right to practice what you're practicing. You are earning legitimate income by you doing what you're doing, which is protected under the First Amendment. Anybody that so much tries to go behind that and steal your currency or embezzle or tamper or to try to obstruct your revenue, that is illegal. That's a federal crime. It's illegal because this could get in the way of your state and federal taxes. You report that shit to them. You don't sit there and be quiet about it. You report that. These individuals are not about to be getting rich off of stealing from these people. Even if you wasn't a divination person, it does not matter. What you do for your job is outside these individuals' jurisdiction to start with. Cyber is more so a federal jurisdiction because of cyber. That's not their jurisdiction to even be doing this type of shady nonsense to start with. So if this is someone on a local level that is doing this to someone, one of these people or several of them, they're going to get caught for that. And they will face extreme consequences for that. Queen of Swords reverse. So this could be pissing a lot of people off that may be in this high priestess's energy. They're mad because they're not receiving their money. They're mad because these individuals keep tampering with their channel. They keep tampering with their money. Yeah, make sure that you put in these complaints to your local FBI field office. Not just one of them. Put in complaints to all of them around where you're at. If one of them ain't doing their damn job the right way, you complain to another one. You keep on complaining. You keep on putting in reports. You keep on reporting it. Keep reporting it. Keep reporting it. Keep reporting it. Go up and show your presence to the field office too. Show them you ain't playing. I want to know who's behind stealing my currency. I want an investigation done. There's enough probable cause. Look at the evidence right here. Why is my ad revenue dropping? Why is my revenue dropping? I work for my fucking money. I'm not about to be having these thieves coming behind me and stealing all this and having me penny pinch. You the one that works for that money. It should be going to you, not to these individuals. How would these individuals like it if they were showing up to their job, doing their investigation, and they were shorting their paycheck? How would they like that? Ain't nobody gonna be sitting there making money off these individuals' backs. Nah, man, you show up and you be passionate about defending yourself. I want to know who's stealing my currency. You work for your money. You do something, brah. You do something a legitimate way. You keep on complaining, show your presence to the field office. I'm gonna have to cut these comments off because my channel, this is nothing but fake fucking accounts. See you. Get the fuck out of here. That's another thing I'm having a problem with. A bunch of fake accounts, generated fake accounts, because my channel is being manipulated and controlled. I've also reported this to the higher ups too several times. But I'm not gonna sit there and be impatient when it comes to that. I'm gonna just stay chilled as much as possible. I'm not gonna get here on here every day and complain about it. But this is still being done on my channel. But what you do is you keep on complaining over and over and over and over and over. Even if you have to take a trip up to the field office yourself. You show your identification. There's going to be a security guard that's going to be right there before they let you behind the doors. You show your identification to them. You tell them why you're there, the reason why you're there. They're going to put in a phone call, or you could call the front desk that usually answers the phone and to tell them why you're there, and they're going to let you through the gate. Somebody in there, if they know you, they're going to let you through the gate. It's either going to be a security gate or it's going to be a security guard. You cannot get beyond that door unless you provide your identification and the reason why you're there. And you tell them that this is a serious related matter of financial issues of, like I've been saying, embezzlement. It's connected to financial fraud, and you need to speak to someone immediately in regards to those matters. And if you have physical proof, you show one of the agents. You have an agent, you ask for an agent that has experience on these matters. See, you got to be very detailed and straightforward when it comes to who you speak to. Because even though you may ask for FBI agent to speak to in person, make sure that you address the fact that someone is experienced at investigating something financially when it comes to cybercrime. Then therefore they're going to look for someone that's experienced in that area to send them to you. That way you can speak to them and show them your evidence. This is irritating because I've been done this way ever since the year of 2022. It got worse in the year of 2023. From the year of 2023 to 2024, it's still fucking being done on my channel, my YouTube channel. I got over 80,000 something subscribers and I only get donations from 5 to 10 people. That's highly suspicious, bro. I want whoever's behind this, I want federal charges pressed on them. I want every charge you could put on these cowards for doing that to my YouTube channel. Because what I'm doing here is protected under the First Amendment. I have the right to be here to shine like I'm supposed to. Even when I decide to get on my guitar and I want to generate revenue from playing my guitar, I have the right to do that. The only other thing that I can't do without a pilot license is to fly the drone, to operate a drone and obtain or generate currency from that, like revenue from that. Because you have to have a remote pilot license when it comes to that. See, I know the laws, bro. I know the laws. I know exactly what's supposed to be done and what's supposed to not be done. Or what's not supposed to be done, what I mean. That's the only way I can't generate income without a remote pilot license when it comes to flying a drone. Having aerial view footage with a drone. You have to have your remote pilot license for that. That way you could do it for commercial purposes. But reading tarot cards and doing what I'm doing right now, that is perfectly legal. Hopefully the IRS entity fixes this because it's not just one public figure that is being subjected to this or going through that. There's several people. If they're doing this to this person right here, I've been guide to let the IRS know this if they're watching or if they may be investigating this and it may come across my channel. If this is happening to one person in the public eye, that's a reader. This is happening to several other readers from the same people that's doing this to this person. There's some authority figures that are crooked and corrupt that are stealing from several of these readers, tampering with their channel and stealing money. And there's a lot of it that was stolen from these individuals too. A lot of it. A lot of it. So if some of y'all may be wondering why it's hard for them to catch up on their state or federal taxes, that's why. because I know y'all get concerned about that. That could be concerning to why someone may not be having the time, like they may not be paying it on time. It's because of this happening to them, their revenue being affected. But if they was to be treated right financially, and these individuals would be tampering with their channel, they would be able to pay that like it ain't nothing. They'll be able to have it right there when it first comes out. February, they'll have it right there. Some of these individuals are supposed to be generating up to 10K a month. I'm being a guy to let the IRS know that they're supposed to be generating up to 10K a month. They're not getting that. They're not getting that. This could be representing a 10K. That should be the average income for some of these individuals if they have a high following, if they have a lot of views. They're not receiving that 10K. It's beneath that. They should at least be generating up to 10K on their revenue. And they're not getting that. 10K would be 10,000. Believe it or not, some people don't know what that means. Some of these individuals are supposed to be generating up to 10K a month. But what they're doing, they're earning this the proper way because of revenue, because of the ads. It's revenue. What you think that saying means of estimated revenue? That means the revenue off of the ads. This person's being shortened of a lot. A lot. Wherever this IRS is located at, because they're all over the United States, but this entity right here that may be bringing justice to some of these people that has been done this way could be just be up to a few of them that was done this way. Because I'm kind of getting it's not really a lot of people. It could just be up to a few of them that are very gifted and they're being shortened of their currency. This could literally be the only entity that could be making something right because of them conducting an investigation on what is happening to their content, what is happening to their revenue. Because this is affecting their state, federal taxes. Give me a closing message. That's all right. The IRS gonna put y'all fucking ass in prison. Watch. They're gonna raid your fucking house. They're gonna take your vehicles from you. They're gonna seize all your property and take all that from you. Watch. Fucking scumbags. Closing messages, the three of cups reverse. The devil reverse. Look at that. The temperance, and then you have the devil reverse. Okay, so there's balance that's gonna be restored with someone's job. They're not gonna be able to I'm also getting they could be putting up some they could be freezing these individuals out of a lot of things. There's some freezing energy going on. Page of Pentacles, the chariot reverse. Okay, so there's a new discovery of vehicles here. The law is in trouble. The law is in trouble. I'm also getting if they ever use this currency, this embezzled currency or stolen currency to purchase new units, police cruisers with this is gonna be seized out of their possession. This is on an investigation right now. Something very significant about police cruisers in reverse. This is the justice system in reverse. Something very significant about police cruisers. This is on an investigation right now. I promise you that. This give me the vibes of that being seized from them. I'm getting a lot of police cruisers being. There's something about a tow truck pulling up with these investigators and putting all these vehicles on a tow truck and hauling them off. They gonna fix you, bro. They gonna fix you. They gonna fix you. And then card reverse. Look at that Ace of Pentacle reverse. Yeah, this corrupt institution, Hierophant Justice reverse, the High Priest is reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Something's telling me that there could be two cult leaders in the law that's under a major, massive investigation right now with the Hierophant and the Justice reverse. Two cult leaders. Because you have a female in position of power and you have a male in position of power. This right here is someone that's a dark high priest. This is the warlock energy. And then you have the high priest reverse, which would be a witch. There's two authority figures here. See how it's in alignment with each other? There's two authority figures here. But this right here, what has been done, it's going to better to verify to these investigators that these individuals are not the real law. This whole institution is fraudulent. Basically, a criminal enterprise. The institution is being used to generate currency off of running a criminal enterprise. Hmm. They ain't gonna be laughing no more with the Three of Cups reverse. This institution is not gonna be able to control this anymore because I'm getting that there's a lot of investigators, a lot of raid agents showing up with a tow truck and putting all these cruisers on a tow truck. Because of this right here. This money, all of this money, was illegally, underhandedly stolen in order to provide and to pay off this right here. This can also be connected to their paying something off. But I'm getting something very significant about underhanded things being done to steal this currency, and there's proof to prove that too about these individuals' cruisers. Something very significant about their cruisers. This can also be them trying to upgrade certain things within a public setting. There's a lot of reconstruction things going on and happening. Yeah, I guess so, off of stealing all that fucking money. Trying to better their lives while making someone's life miserable from stealing from them. But there's several people that this is being done to with the Ace of Pentacle reverse. There's something very significant, bro, about the cruisers being seized and something about them going on a tow truck. The raid agents are there, is what it looks like. That's the jackets. See how it's a blue color? That could be somebody right here wearing that jacket. Look, this institution has drawn a lot of negative energy towards it, a lot of negative attention towards it, apparently. Because from the looks of it, they have all this. It could be the whole damn building seized from them. The whole building under screwency. Bro, they could literally seize the whole institution. That's what it looks like. And the Seven of Cups is in reverse. This is clearly being seen straight through what these individuals have been doing. They're nothing but liars. And with these two being in reverse, bro, this is extreme level corruption. I'm talking about on an extreme level, especially with both of these in reverse. And you seen how these two came up in the upright earlier for the IRS's energy, right? To make sure something is being made right because of this right here. That's why they're having to get involved, possibly, or why they've gotten involved. Because of these two right here in reverse. This is extreme level corruption. And there's something connecting this to the police cruisers, apparently. That would be the law, right? And that would be their cruisers in reverse. There's something that's off about that. And they got a new discovery to prove this. And I'm literally getting a tow truck being pulled up to the institution and putting all these vehicles that seize evidence, seize assets out of their possession, and towing them off for evidence. The evidence response team being out there. The evidence response team, the IRS Criminal Investigations Unit, all in their raid jackets. Because the IRS, their raid jackets look similar to the FBI, but the only difference is they have the IRS on the side of it. They still got the same, it's still in the same form, but it's just different letters. They look just like the Feds' jackets, raid jackets. I'm seeing the FBI jackets and the IRS jackets at the same time. Possibly Secret Service is involved too. They ain't playing with this institution, bro. This is a corrupt. I'm talking about on a whole nother level of corrupt. Damn. There could be two cult leaders, a female cult leader and a male cult leader. That thinks that they're the operator of some type of institution. They think that they run shit with this institution. But anyways, that's what I have for the reading, y'all. Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces energy, Scorpio energy. But that's what I have for the reading. Hopefully things get fixed soon. And from the looks of it, this is unscrewing right now because of something being identified with their vehicles, with the chariot reverse that's leading straight back to this institution. But anyways, y'all take it easy out there, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content, and I will see y'all some other time. Peace.